Hey there. Today I want to share another experience, and this experience is quite wild actually. Uh, this is about how I quit drinking alcohol because I used to drink alcohol before, for mostly beers, something I created when I was a little child because that was not little child, but like around, I don't know, where I was experimenting around my early teenagers. So And I remember when I started drinking alcohol, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But, you know, when you see everybody else do it, you try again and again and again. And then I remember saying to myself, I don't like it. My whole body was telling me, don't do it. But that's what everybody else was doing it. Like you see today, everybody drinks alcohol in different occasions. So it's like a normal thing. I need to integrate this because I saw, okay, this is maybe a good thing because everybody does it and get to drink and talk and, release a bit of resistance and those kind of things. And then sometimes feel shit after. It depends how much you drink, of course. So, yeah, I was at the bar in time and ordered me a beer or something. And I've taken a couple of zips. And of course, I was with people, they were like drinking. And I remember prior to this, because I was kind of meditating, and I just couldn't meditate when I was drinking. I need to get sober, the buzz out before I didn't drink much, like 2, 3 beers, 4 beers, something like that. And then I just couldn't meditate. I couldn't do what I really, my passion was, because this was kind of hindering me. And somehow, as being getting used to the buzz you get from it by drinking. So, and I was experiencing at the time as well. Like, it's like, but it came a time where I just want to quit this, but I couldn't. I was addicted to it. I, you know, my friends was doing it. People I know was doing it. It was like a normal thing. But I felt this is okay. If I want to kind of go to the next level, and my heart says you want this realization who you are, as you're kind of seeing other people having those experiences. You're seeing near death experiences, you're seeing spiritual people, you're seeing channelers, and now you want to experience similar things, and you're going through this path through meditation, being compassionate and doing your best with what you know, where you are, at the same times with all my habits and my aspects that I have, of course, gathered from here. So it was a time where I was like, I had enough, but I couldn't stop. So I remember months went when I really decided, and I have some peers stop here, but it's like in the long run, I had no chance. Every time I met with people, that happened often at that time. I was kind of drinking because I was waiting, like, meditate and wait and see, and you don't know what you're doing. Kind of, you don't have a structure, but you somehow have a structure. Just meditate, but how? But I don't know how, just jump, see what happens. It was more like that. And find out as you go, like look back, have you grown? What different, like more like experimenting in a sense. And of course by watching some others, but people say so much, you get more confused many times. So I just, yeah, jump to it and figure out a lot of bumps in the way, but that's how it was for me. So I remember it's like I want to quit, but I couldn't. I was too addicted. And then this particular day, where I was in the bar with some people, they've been there before me. I come just a little bit after. And as I opened and taking a couple of zips of my beer, they were already like been drinking. They were like have taken like 3, 4 beers. They were in good. good, like what we call like buzz date, where like, yeah, the humor was high, the cheeks was a bit red and so, So yeah, I was just like, okay, didn't make much sense. And suddenly, out of the blue, I detached from my body. And it's like, you seen the movie Doctor Strange from 2016 when this lady just hit him in the chest and he astral projects from his body. It was like that, exactly like that. I could observe from here, and I have not experienced anything like it in that way because this was different. And I was observing the situation. I was me as well, but I was out as well. And I was observing, was seeing every detail. Like I was like sensing everything. I was one with everything. And for example, the guy on the right, he was like, "Ooh, ooh, 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 ooh," like this. And when you're human, it's normal, but when you're here, you see it differently. I could see why he was behaving like this. I could see the core, what's creating this behavior, the situation that we just take it from granted in here in this reality. But here I had a broader perspective from all angles, and yeah, I just like the information I was getting, and it lasted for a while in a sense that I got everything I needed to get. Zoop, I come back to my body. Just tried to orientate like for a few seconds, and I just took I had my beer in the hand when this happened. I put my beer there in the table, and I said to myself, somehow there and then, I just like I got a bit, you can say, afraid, but respect more. Oh shit! Like this, I just, what have I done? Like I put it back. I something realized. But the funny part is, when I put this back here, I got this instant knowing, realization, awakening, understanding that this is my last. At the same time, I lost the taste, the remembrance of this. I kind of forgot the sensation, the feelings I had around that. It just like everything's like, and it happens so fast. It's like something took over, changed the DNA there and then. And with all I was seeing and observing, mind blowing. So I put my beer respectfully, and then as I was standing there, more was coming because I was still connected. And it was like, I don't know what to call it, like a circus. Like I was seeing this guy. I could see the alcohol. I saw it out of body as well. It was kind of like its own entity, and it was kind of tricking people. And I was being told like telepathically. See, he's kind of possessed now, but he thinks this is normal because he's not realized who he is and what's going on, and like, but he's kind of possessed now. Some type of virus identity have taken over. The way he was like, how this thing kind of changed him. From a human, you would think, oh, I'm good, I'm a little bit like loose now, but this was kind of loose, but with a trick. In a sense, he was poisoned. This is like real poisoned from out of body. I could see it, but I just can't describe it. What kind of poison it was? Poison. At the same time, the understanding that was coming through telepathy, through my intuition, it was telling me that, see, people are drinking this, and this is kind of holding people back in a sense, where they kind of drink a few beers here and there, and look what it does to them. And it's just like, and after it's like more realization coming. See how it kind of started, and now it's like being normal. We're eating this with food that is kind of, I don't know, somehow precious, and you mix with this. It was not a good. It's not a positive. The signature. You read the signature. The signature was like a trickster. Like as if you can kind of compare light and dark, how people understand it was like the dark. It wasn't there for the benefit. It was there to work on something like his own agenda. Uh, and I could see and feel all of this when I was in the out of the body, but still was getting the rest of the information. And now how it's been like in the food, in the table, like people drinking like crazy, and they have make the color, make it look glamorous, beauty, just like bubbles now in some of them, different colors. In the sun, it shines even brighter. It's like, and we used to think like this is normal schooling with like champagnes and all this kind of stuff that is with alcohol. I don't know if a little bit have something to do or not, but just I got the overall understanding what it was, and somehow I quit through the day. I've never tasted, I've never wanted. I have had like some sip of wine just to say some difference, but it's not like I'm thinking like I have urge anymore. I just it's not in my vocabulary. It's not in my habit anymore. It's just like I don't know how because normally when I quit something, it takes some times. I will have some down periods. I will maybe be a little bit like frustrated or very easy triggered the first few 3 4 days when I quit a bad habit, replace it with a good habit. It can be anything, it doesn't take some times and then this will some keep going in your mind because it's been with you. This can be alcohol or anything else. And as long as you withstand from it and somehow it disappears, but this time happened instantly. And remember, alcohol is like doing for years. These kind of habits, they are very glued in you. But this was like right away, my beer down. It's like, like something like this kind of experience, and this, I don't know what happened. From that day, I never had the urge or nothing. It was miraculous. Quit. And I understand now if I really, really want something, when I look back to those experiences, I kind of know what to do, how to. If I don't want something, I will get the help from the other side when something is kind of, yeah, you just feel it and you sense it as well. Like, okay, enough of this, enough of this. I want more of this. How can I integrate more of this inside me? How, like, what can I do? Like, and it's all here for the most because the mind, the habits, the urge, and the body get used to it, and all these kind of things, and take some time to sweat it out. But this happened instantly, and what I learned from this that yeah, don't worry, no matter what you do, in a sense, uh, if you really want help with this, and this is something both you and your soul feels that enough is enough, something will be created, and there you go. No more. I can drink like, but now it's more like control. I'm very mature. I'm very grown in this. I just do it but I don't do it. But if I need to have a taste or something, or you know, I am in like 100% control. This vision, this experience, from a godly point of view, you know, you're speechless, basically. Unless I've gone now, maybe how long? Maybe 3 years or 2 years or 3 years. Like, this is calm. This is not in me anymore. and I've not had the urge to taste. It's just like, and when you read Darius stuff about health, about it's like, you kidding me? Have I really been programmed to drink when I was young? Have I been programmed to smoke because you put a sign in the street about a guy that looked very healthy with a horse with a cowboy hat, and the sun is shining and he's smoking Marlboro, and you want to be like that when you're a child because he's so cool. That's what they're projecting you. I remember, I was like, and then I remember how I started with the smoke, what I was smoking because I didn't like it at the start. Like I was getting dizzy, but I was not giving up because I want to be like that guy. And before you know, I was a smoker. I was a drinker, and with all this kind of crazy stuff. So when you look back now, how I trained myself to learn these things, and now intuitively I understood. Okay, you can easy way now change these habits if you want, and you know now how to do it. You just decide you want to do it, and because you were willing to do it when you now can see it was a bad thing, how you kind of pushed even if you don't like it, and then suddenly the mind kind of changed and like, oh, it makes this like you like it now, this is part of us, this is with us, this is our identity, it gets like an habit. So that I understood, like, wow, if they are brainwashed with us with those kind of things, like the motivation is like for other things to quit. For me, it's like I use these examples. Okay, I want to use the same example. If I don't like doing this, but I just kind of push myself in the start because it's just tough in the start. The body, the mind, the personality is not used to it. But I know in 3 4 days I will get momentum, and it will be easier. And then somehow I will try to do my best with a thing I like, a good habit, for example. And then before you know, a year after, or a few months, like this is a part of you now. You like doing this in a sense. It's like it was with the beer and the smoke, but now it's something positive. Maybe eating fruits, maybe fasting 1 time a day. Why not? Because I've done this with these other things that I've been tricked to do, and now I get the have all the information from Darius G. Wright how to be healthy. And I was like, I'm not doing it. Like then I understand there's something wrong with me. Like I need to find out. Like, hello, you've been on the other side. You see the different now, where you are, what's going on, and maybe what you need to do. If, of course, it's your desire, but the will of the soul can change everything. So amazing experience. I will stop it here, and mind blowing. I just want to share, and don't give up. Command. It doesn't happen the first, the second, the first month, first day, the first week. Just stay with it after your best ability before something big will create, like poof, something will happen, and you will kind of have your own knowing, your own realization around things you want to kind of quit. So yeah, I hope this experience helped, and hopefully you can achieve the same experience with things you don't like. Okay, see you in the next one.